2 days ago, the center announced that registering on Cowin and booking a slot was no longer mandatory for vaccination. That is, any adult can just walk into a vaccination center, the vaccinator will register them on the Cowin database, administer a shot on the spot, and generate a certificate. Now, this is good news in that it's how it should be. Experts agree. India's digital divide is too severe for an app to be the main way to get a vaccine. The Supreme Court also pointed this out to the center in the first week of June. But many of you were skeptical when I put out this news on our Instagram grid. My name is Pallavi Prasad and I'm here to tell you that you're right. There are very legitimate reasons to be skeptical. First, this announcement by the government is yet to be relayed to all vaccination centers. Anecdotal evidence from across states, social media, and experience of many of you says that if you go to a private vaccination center without a slot today, most places will turn you back because they have not been told of any change to the policy just yet. Allowing people to walk in, register, and get vaccinated also has little to no effect on vaccine supply, which still remains less than vaccine demand. Many government centers don't even open slots on Cowin due to a lack of stocks. And most private centers, they have a fixed number of doses available for the day, which they are either still reserving for booking via Cowin or holding vaccination drives for big companies and RWAs. So there is some anxiety that allowing walk-ins for all will lead to unnecessary crowding at centers for vaccines that are not there in the first place. The center has decentralized large parts of the vaccine policy recently. Starting June 21st, it will give states vaccines to distribute for free at government centers, so the availability should significantly increase. But it has also suggested a priority order starting from senior citizens who need their second dose and ending with healthy people between the ages of 18 and 44. It's been left up to the states to decide how and when to vaccinate the last tier, those above 18. So if the state that you live in is not yet vaccinating those above 18, it means that they have not decided to prioritize this group. That means in this particular state, you can't just walk in for a shot at a government center. You have to wait your turn. Finally, a few notes about Cowin. It has recently been updated to allow third-party apps to also help with booking slots. So you can now book a slot via Paytm and Eka Care apart from Umang, Arogya Setu, and of course the Cowin app and website. Now, despite how it was first introduced, Cowin's main job is not to book vaccination slots. It is to store data of people who have already been vaccinated. And in many ways, the latest announcement is also not new. Asha workers, Anganwadi workers, people in smaller towns and villages have been walking in and getting vaccinated for months now. West Bengal has also been vaccinating via walk-ins for months. So here are some tips for walk-in registrations. Call or contact the vaccination center before you leave home to ensure vaccine availability for that day. Reach the center as early in the day as possible, since most places are following a first come first serve model. Don't overcrowd hospitals and centers no matter what. That would be counterproductive. A suggestion from Team Newsworthy is the safest bet would still be to book a slot on Cowin before going, if possible, at least till everyone is on the same page and the number of vaccines increase. I'll stop here for today. If you've been listening, thank you so much for your time. And if anyone's wondering, I just have a bit of a sore throat, but there's nothing to worry about.